Yo, what is going on, everyone, in the XRP community? Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day today as usual. Make sure you guys smash the likes down below before we do anything else, because this is going to be a good one and going to be a long one. This is pretty much part 2 of the video we came out with yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, go ahead and check it out, which was about the SEC trying to keep experts sealed, trying to keep documents sealed and out of the public eye, because they know if the XRP army gets a hold of it, we are going to do more damage by connecting puzzle pieces and exposing them and making that exposing very, very publicly aware on Twitter. So XRP price, again, dropping down a little bit. Not going to go to the charts right now, but when I go to like the 1 month, 3 month, we're kind of just, we got that base down there at 30 cents, guys. I'm telling you, we're going to bounce off of it. I'm not too worried, honestly. I'm going to look at all time. Yeah, we're just back down at that base right here, essentially above old all-time high, which was the 30, 40 cent range. Guys, we're going to bounce off this level. Got a ton of gaps to be filled. I am sure the whole cryptocurrency market is going to surge very, very soon. We got Jed McCaleb. He's very, very close to being gone with all his XRP. And by the way, I've been seeing people saying, they're like, oh, Jed McCaleb, he's not bringing down the XRP price because, like, who's he selling it to? Oh, he's selling it over the counter. Dude, no, he's not. Check this out. Look, bro, it's going to a, I'm pretty sure this is a decentralized exchange wallet, and yeah, he keeps dumping XRP on Bitstamp, clearing out major 20K USD buy orders like in the same minute. Yeah, dude, he is bringing down the price. He's going to be gone in a few days, and it's freaking time to party, because it will be the next generation of XRP price action when this absolute parasite is gone that has dumped 10% of the supply in the last 2 years. All right, we got this from James K. Filling, guys. The SEC has filed its response to the Ripple defendants' request for expedited briefing regarding the disputed SEC sealing requests in connection with the upcoming Dauber challenges. I don't think we're going to be reading all of this, but we can read a bit of it here. But this is essentially the SEC's, quote-unquote comeback to what Ripple was saying. So, dear Judge Torres, the SEC respectfully writes in response to defendants' July 10, 2022 motion. Let's freaking zoom in here, dude. I'm not trying to strain my eyes. No, I can't even zoom in. I think we're going to have to go ahead and go to a new tab and then zoom in. Yeah, let's get this much better, dude. Not strain the eyes here. All right. The SEC respectfully writes in response to defendants' July 10, 2022 motion seeking expedited briefing of sealing motions in connection with the parties' motions to exclude expert testimony to be filed tomorrow, July 12th. Defendants did not meet and confer with the SEC on their proposed schedule, which bears a striking resemblance to what the SEC proposed to defendants last week. The SEC does not object to defendants' proposed briefing schedule, but responds further below to the remainder of the defendants' contentions. Since last week and through this past weekend, the parties engaged in extensive negotiations relating to the confidentiality designations of expert materials under the protective order. Okay, this confirms, which is like what we essentially already knew from a document like a few videos ago, was that the SEC lawyers and the XRP lawyers, the SEC lawyers and the Ripple lawyers have been discussing with each other, because they made it quite obvious with what the SEC was saying a few videos ago. So yeah, the parties engaged in extensive negotiations, so talking to each other out of the court, relating to the confidentiality designations of expert materials under Protective Order DE53. The SEC proposed a schedule similar to what defendants have now proposed to the court, but defendants rejected the schedule and insisted on filing their motions on the public docket on July 12th. Defendants requested that the SEC provide proposed confidentiality redactions to its experts' reports and transcripts, but refused to reciprocate by providing proposed redactions to their own experts' reports and transcripts. Contrary to defendants' bald assertion that the SEC is seeking to prevent criticism of its experts from reaching the public. Oh, dude. Oh, my God, bro. The SEC is really trying to clap back right now and pretend like the SEC is not, it's not a, oh, we're not concerned about it's reaching the public. Contrary to the defendant's bald assertion that the SEC is seeking to prevent criticism from its experts from reaching the public, the SEC simply sought a few additional days to allow the parties to conduct a thorough review of the hundreds of pages of briefing reports and transcripts. Dude, that is freaking hilarious. The SEC is actually trying to say right now. I wasn't even aware of this before the video. Because when I get these documents, I kind of scan through them, read a few sentences here and there, and kind of get the gist of things before I do a full in-depth read on the video. But they're basically saying that Ripple's making like a bold assumption that the SEC is seeking to prevent criticism of its experts from reaching the public. I mean, dude, we're trying, like John Dean's trying to go after right now. He's trying to go after the Hinman calendar, like the Hinman schedule, essentially. And, John Dean's trying to go after and get that. And then the SEC responds with, oh, but no, you can't have that. That's not supposed to be released to the public. That's just for Hinman's personal use. But then we get emails confirming that the SEC ethics chief, was aware that he was going to be meeting with Simpson Thatcher, and they warned him specifically he's not supposed to be doing that. That is under, federal something, conflict of interest, like serious federal problem. Like, you can't be doing that. That is illegal. So how is that for his personal use when the SEC ethics officer had it? Ethics chief had it. So, yeah. So they're trying to say that, it's none of our concern of things reaching the public. That's not the problem here. We're not concerned about being exposed publicly. But that's so freaking hilarious. I can't highlight with just, an image, but oh my God, dude. The bald assertion that the SEC is seeking to prevent criticism of its experts from reaching the public. That's hilarious because Ripple is fucking right. They know they're right. The SEC knows they're right, but they are trying to play dumb and like, oh, that's not why we want to seal it. Hey, Judge Torres, we're looking to specifically seal things from being released to the public, but that's not the reason, but we're not concerned about it reaching the public. That's fucking hilarious, dude. That is hilarious. The SEC simply sought a few additional days to allow the parties to conduct a thorough review of the hundreds of pages of briefings, reports, and transcripts that will be filed on July 12th. The defendants apparently now believe this is the appropriate course. The SEC respectfully submits that the schedule proposed by the defendants, in which the parties would file their motions, with the exception of one defense motion, under seal on July 12th, and then move to seal any confidential material by July 22. Which time redacted versions of parties' briefing would also be filed on public docket is appropriate under the circumstances. It is the SEC's hope that the parties will be able to agree on majority of the proposed sealing requests. However, the SEC expects it will require the court's guidance with respect to one discrete issue that defendant's motion makes clear they intend to oppose. That's pretty much all we need to read right here. I know there's like a second part to it, but this is basically just the SEC. Like, this whole thing is the SEC trying to say that, hey, guys, us, the SEC, we're not bullshitters. We're not bullshitting. We're being real, man. We're being down to earth. We're being real. No, but they're basically, the SEC's bullshitting, but then they're trying to explain how they're not bullshitting by bullshitting. Like, fucking hilarious, man. So basically, yesterday's video was like Ripple's version. Today's video was the SEC's version. And then like a few hours after this came out, Judge Torres makes a response about both the SEC and Ripple's requests, and she actually lays down the law. And we got to read through it here because I haven't read the whole thing yet. I know that the beginning part is we don't need to read. It's pretty much from like the middle to end that we need to read because Judge Torres has actually made some decisions today, which is very important, and this is breaking news. We got to check this out. Okay. So the legal standard, we're not going to read this part because this is going like, the common law right of public access to digital documents is firmly rooted in our nation's history. It's based on federal courts' accountability. The document is not This is all some, just virtue signaling. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's basically what that is. So application. The SEC requests that the court allow 1, redactions of the SEC letter, 2, redactions of the defendant's letter, and 3, sealing of certain exhibits to both letters. The SEC contends that one of the SEC's experts, the expert, has been threatened and harassed by the public and argues that these redactions and sealing are necessary to serve. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. Dude, I got tears going down right now. Guys, I promise you, before I make these videos, I don't read through these documents. I just see that, okay, James K. Fillon posts it, and it's getting a lot of likes. That means, it's got to be important. But, oh my freaking God. That's why you don't fuck with the XRP army, dude. You guys are corruption on top of corruption on top of corruption. You got 4, high-ranking SEC officials that used to work for old firms hedge funds, law firms that are part of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, they join the SEC, do a bunch of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance dirty work, and then leave the SEC, take a couple of paychecks from their old law firms, and go right back to working for them. So the SEC, they want to keep these things sealed because the expert has been threatened and harassed by the public and argues that these redactions and sealing are necessary to serve the higher value of protecting witness safety in light of the likelihood that past harassment and threats will continue in the absence of such steps. Well, yeah, when you come out and, you know, the freaking SEC chairman files a bullshit lawsuit on the last day of his day in office and fucking wipes out like $20 billion in market cap and makes millions of holders all around the world lose a shit ton of fucking money, yeah, you're going to get some fucking threatened and harassment. Yeah, you're going to get fucking threatened and harassed. Yeah. Like my dad always says, man, you play with the tiger's tail, you get the teeth, bro. You play with the tiger's tail, you get the teeth. Guys, this just made my day right here. This just made my day. Oh my God. It's like, don't fuck with the XRP army then. This isn't little, kick token or little, what's that one token that got sued? The little EOS token. No, this is the XRP fucking army. We have dealt with so much bullshit over the last few years. We are allergic to bullshit. We will come after you if you give us bullshit. That's what we do, man. That's what we fucking do right there. I love it. The SEC also contends that introducing evidence and arguments about the effects of such harassment and threats into the public record could signal that such acts have accomplished their purpose, risking further future efforts to harass and threaten participants in this high-profile case. Oh, the case is so high-profile that Jay Clayton files it on the last hour of him in office, then leaves. Yeah, it's such a high-profile case, guys. It was so freaking important and just couldn't like allow the Jay Clayton to sleep at night that it's so important that he filed on his last day. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's such a high-profile case, right? It means so much to them emotionally, but they would leave right after doing it. Jesus, dude. With respect to the SEC letter, the court finds the SEC's proposed redactions to be proper and shall permit them. See SEC letter. Okay, so they are getting the redactions. Not getting full sealing, but some redactions. These redactions are narrowly tailored to prevent the disclosure of arguments and evidence related to the harassment of the expert. Oh my God, dude. They are just really going deep on this harassment shit. And the court agrees that public dissemination of this information may increase the likelihood of future threatening behavior. Oh my God, bro. Dude, they came in and SEC wiped out like $20 billion in market cap and crashed the fucking price. Yes, dude, you're gonna get harassed and threatened. You deal with like millions of people's fucking hard-earned money. Yeah, okay, that's gonna happen. Quit bitching and complaining. Jeez. Implicating concerns of witness safety and the danger of impairing judicial efficiency. Oh, God, SEC is a bunch of betas. All right, play the victim card. It's always, oh, my God, I always just hate I don't care if it's like court, personal problems with people, business problems with people. Or arguing on Twitter. It's just, I hate the victim card. I hate, like, when somebody starts something. This doesn't have to do with just this. I'm talking just, like, everything in life. Somebody starts a problem, then the effect of them starting the problem happens, and then all of a sudden they pull the victim card. I hate that so much, dude. These same concerns justify the SEC's proposed redaction to the defendant's letter, with the exception of the redaction of footnote 1. With respect to the redaction of footnote 1, the SEC contends that this footnote, which includes information about the substance of the expert's report, could inflame the discourse and result in further harassment and intimidation of the expert. Dude, I can't get enough of this, man. They're pulling the victim card so hard right now. Oh, my little harassment and intimidation. Yeah, what about, me sitting on my dad's fucking stairs in his house, nearly fucking crying and almost sick to my stomach because like 80% of my XRP bag value just went poof in like 2 days. Yeah, how about that, huh? How about fucking that, SEC? Dude, this video is probably going to not get monetization. I don't care. SEC's a bunch of cocksuckers, bro, honestly. Oh, God, dude, this is like the 4th time she's brought up the harassment and intimidation. The court disagrees. So basically, it's like the SEC is trying to say, oh, we want to keep this away from public eye because of harassment and intimidation, not because of like, we don't want just hard proof evidence being released to the XRP army, which will kind of, result in harassment and intimidation. Okay, the court disagrees that the public should be prevented from accessing information based on concerns that will provoke strong feelings. Whoa, wait. Did I just read that correctly? The court disagrees that the public should be prevented from accessing information based on concerns that will provoke strong feelings. Are you telling me Judge Torres just smacked the SEC in the face? Hang on, I'm a fluent English speaker. Not the greatest at English, but wait. The court disagrees. Okay, so the public should... I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this right. That the public should be... Okay, so let's just start off with the statement. The public should be prevented from accessing information based on concerns that will provoke strong feelings. The court disagrees. There we go. That's Judge Torres right there. Accordingly, the court grants... Oh my God, dude. The SEC just tried to play the victim card so freaking hard, and Judge Torres is just Giga Chad. No, just literally just no. Nope, don't care about your feelings. Accordingly, the court grants the SEC's request to redact the SEC letter and grants in part and denies in part its request to redact the defendant's letter. So they're granting in part, denying in part. So it seems like they're getting a little bit of a denial and approval kind of at the same time based on certain things. Next, the court shall address the SEC's request to seal and redact certain exhibits to the letters. The SEC states that both parties agree to the sealing of exhibits C, L, M, N, and Q to the SEC letter, but the SEC does not explain why these exhibits should be filed under seal. Rather, the SEC states that the defendants do not object to the sealing of these exhibits. Whoa. Judge Torres is on fire, dude. Wow, guys, I am blown away by this. So the SEC wants... Wait, what? So the SEC states that both parties agree to the sealing of exhibits C, L, M, N, and Q in the SEC letter, but the SEC does not explain why these exhibits should be filed under seal. Rather, the SEC states that the defendants do not object to sealing of these exhibits. So it's like they're not explaining why they should be sealed, but their only reason is, oh, Ripple's not objecting to it, so let's seal it. Dude, they are on just like, they want to put everything in a freaking zip file and just like store it on a USB and throw it into a dumpster. Like, they just don't want anything to be found. That's just the truth, honestly. And asserts that exhibits M and N have been designated by defendants as confidential under the protective order. As the court has previously stated, bargain for confidentiality does not overcome the presumption of access to digital documents. Excuse me. Therefore, the court finds that the SEC has not properly justified the sealing of these exhibits. I love Judge Torres. Oh, my God. Furthermore, with respect to Exhibit H to the SEC letter, which contains an excerpt of the excerpt's deposition transcript, the SEC again argues that it should be maintained under seal because it has been designated as highly confidential under the protective order. SEC... Okay, I don't even need to read that. The SEC also contends that publishing portions of the expert testimony could inflame the discourse and result in further harassment and intimidation. Cry me a fucking river. Deferred to the parties' bargain for confidentiality and does not find that concerns of the inflaming the discourse justify the sealing of judicial documents. So I think Judge Torres this whole time, what I'm understanding is that this whole time, all this crying and complaining about threatening and harassment SEC experts, she doesn't care. Like, she actually does not care. However, the court does not find. The court does find that the SEC has properly justified the sealing of exhibits D, E, F, G, P, and the whole alphabet in the SEC letter. These exhibits consist of a series of tweets and other public statements made about the expert that include threats. Oh my God, bro! The victim card right now. The victim card is so hilarious, dude. The SEC is a bunch of soy boy betas. These exhibits consist of a series of tweets and other public statements made about the expert that include threats to harassment of the expert, as well as the expert's personal identifying information. Oh my God. Cry me a river, dude. Cry me an ocean. Cry me a thunderstorm. You pussies. Guys, there's going to be no ads on this video. This video has gone so off the wall of professionalism just because... Just the me is just coming out, and I'm just telling you what I'm thinking, dude. I'm doing like the Bill Burr, like no filter. I'm just telling you how I'm thinking it, all right? There's going to be no ads on this video, I guarantee you. All right. The court agrees with the SEC that that republication of these materials will only serve to highlight the opportunity to continue. Okay, I'm done with this. I am done with the threats and harassment. I cannot keep reading this. Okay, so the defendants request, we're going on to Ripple, and okay, we're almost pretty done here. So defendants asked the court to seal Exhibit O to the SEC letter and redact a corresponding discussion of the exhibit in the SEC letter because the exhibit was designated by defendants as confidential under the protective order and contains sensitive and confidential business information, specifically non-public information related to Ripple's business, regulatory, and marketing strategy. The court finds that defendants have not justified the sealing of Exhibit O or the redaction of the SEC letter. The portion of Exhibit O quoted in the SEC letter is a judicial document because it may support a finding that there is a common interest between the defendants and movements, and it therefore has a tendency to influence the court's rulings and movements' requests. And the reasons provided by defendants are insufficiently justified to sealing of Exhibit 0 in entirety because bargain for confidentiality is not right. Okay. So basically, let's just go to the conclusion here. Let's kind of just wrap it up and end the video. I don't want this to be too long. So for ongoing reasons, the parties' motions are granted in part and denied in part. So it basically seems like, in this case, the SEC has about 80% just got major defeat, major denial, then 20%, okay, you can have this. And then Ripple, I think it's kind of like a 50-50, little loss, little win. I think the SEC is more at loss here. The SEC's request to redact language in the SEC letter is granted. The defendant's request to redact the citation to Exhibit O in the SEC letter is denied. The SEC's request to redact language in the defendant's letter with the exception of the redaction of footnote 1 is granted. The SEC's request to redact footnote 1 is denied. The SEC's request to seal Exhibits D, E, F, G, and P to the SEC letter and redact Exhibit B to the SEC letter and Exhibit 1 to the defendant's letter is granted. The SEC's request to seal Exhibits C, H, L, M, and Q in the whole alphabet is denied. Defendant's request to seal Exhibit O to the SEC letter is denied. By July 15, 2015, July 15, 2022, God, we're almost in 2023. I can't believe it. The parties may propose narrowly tailored reaction to Exhibits C, H. Oh my God, this whole alphabet's getting annoying. Along with explanation justifying the redaction. So it seems like the SEC lost massively because they were going for full sealing, full hidden from the public, and Judge TORRES is saying no. SEC's going, but the harassment and the intimidation and the threatening tweets. Judge TORRES goes, I don't care. You're a freaking government agency. Have some balls. Okay? So basically, I think the SEC took a big loss here. Ripple took a little loss. That's what I'm kind of getting from this. So guys, that's pretty much it for today. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. This was probably one of the most fun ones I've made recently. Just because I could see the soy boy beta and the victim card coming from the SEC, which is just hilarious. From it's hilarious to hear all that crying, complaining, and whining from a government agency that does a regulation by enforcement tactics. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next one.